The news of BTS Jungkook returning to military service despite his health condition has shaken fans worldwide. The issue has heated up even more after several BTS members, including V, openly expressed their concerns about his well-being. Amid public outrage and unanswered questions, the South Korean military has finally broken its silence to explain this controversial decision. But will the military statement be enough to ease fans' concerns? Or will it further fuel an even bigger debate? In a press conference held in Seoul, a South Korean military spokesperson firmly stated that Jungkook would not be granted any exceptions from his mandatory service, regardless of his health condition. We understand the concerns regarding Sergeant John Jungkook's condition. However, we want to emphasize that every soldier has the same obligations under South Korean military law. No exceptions are granted based on celebrity status or medical conditions that can still be treated, said the spokesperson. This statement has sparked mixed reactions. On one hand, some believe this decision upholds fairness, ensuring that all citizens fulfill their duties without favoritism. On the other hand, many argue that this policy is too rigid and fails to consider the humanitarian aspect, especially when it involves someone struggling with health issues. Several reports indicate that Jungkook has been experiencing health problems in recent months, although the exact details have not been disclosed to the public. Fans are now left wondering, how serious is Jungkook's condition that his fellow BTS members are so deeply worried? It's not just fans who are troubled by this decision. Jungkook's fellow BTS members are also deeply affected. Some of the members, who are also currently serving in the military, are reportedly struggling to process the situation. V and Jimin, known for their close bond with Jungkook, have subtly expressed their worries on social media. In a now-deleted post, V wrote, "Sometimes, the decisions made by those in power are hard to understand, but we can only hope for the best." Meanwhile, Jimin, in one of his letters to fans, mentioned that he hopes everyone stays healthy and strong during difficult times. Many believe this was a veiled reference to Jungkook's situation. Even RM, known as BTS' wise and diplomatic leader, recently made a statement about the importance of every member's well-being. Though he did not directly mention Jungkook, many speculate that he was subtly addressing his concerns over the military's decision. The decision to force Jungkook to return to military service despite his health condition has sparked a massive reaction on social media. Hashtags like #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook have trended globally, with millions of tweets criticizing South Korea's military policies. Many fans have questioned why there is no flexibility in these rules. Some have even compared Jungkook's case to other celebrities or athletes who were previously granted military exemptions for various reasons. This is not just about BTS or Jungkook. This is about how rigid rules can put someone's health at risk. One fan tweeted, "Even public figures have started to weigh in." A South Korean music journalist stated that Jungkook has contributed significantly to the country through his global success and achievements. According to him, the government should have considered these factors before making a decision about his military service. At this moment, there is no indication that the military will change its decision. Jungkook is reportedly preparing to return to duty, although many still question whether his condition will allow him to endure the physically demanding nature of military training and assignments. One thing is certain: this controversy will not die down anytime soon. With growing pressure from the public, the South Korean government may have to provide further clarification or even reconsider alternative options for Jungkook. BTS and their fans can only hope that any decision made will genuinely take Jungkook's well-being into account. No matter what happens, one thing is undeniable: Jungkook will not go through this alone. Millions of fans stand behind him, supporting him every step of the way. When news broke that BTS Jungkook had to return to military service despite reportedly being in poor health, reactions from fans and the public were mixed. Some were outraged, some were disappointed, while others remained skeptical and questioned the truth behind this report. But in this fast-paced digital information era, we must ask a crucial question: is this really happening, or is it just a fabricated story designed to attract media attention? Let's analyze this news together and try to uncover whether this is a reality we must accept or merely a narrative crafted to create a wave of sensation. BTS is not just an ordinary K-pop group. They have achieved worldwide fame and hold significant influence, not only in the entertainment industry but also in South Korea's political and economic landscape. With their status as global icons, any news related to them always attracts massive public attention. When reports surfaced about Jungkook allegedly being sick yet still required to return to military duty, social media exploded with reactions. Hashtags like #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook trended, demonstrating the public's deep concern for the singer's well-being. But we need to ask, where did this news originate? What are the sources? Is there concrete evidence about Jungkook's health condition? If he is truly unwell, why hasn't there been an official statement from the military or BTS agency detailing his health condition? Or is there something being hidden? There are two possible perspectives on this case. If this news is true, then South Korea's military decision to enforce Jungkook's service despite his health issues is bound to draw criticism. Is military policy truly so rigid that it leaves no room for health considerations? If Jungkook is indeed unwell, shouldn't the military be more flexible in its decision-making? If this news is false, then we must question who first spread the rumor and for what purpose. Is this merely a media stunt to create drama? Is someone leveraging Jungkook's global popularity for ulterior motives? In the entertainment industry, it is not uncommon for news to be manipulated to appear more dramatic and captivating. Countless times, information has been exaggerated or even twisted to evoke strong public reactions. We cannot ignore how the media operates. In the digital era, sensational news spreads much faster than neutral and factual reporting. The media understands that BTS has an enormous fan base, and any news about them garners massive engagement. This is why some media outlets opt to write speculative and controversial articles, because the more people talk about it, the more clicks, views, and advertising revenue they generate. But we must ask, are we merely passive consumers of news? Or can we think critically? Before believing everything we read, we need to consider a few important points. What are the sources of this news? Is there concrete evidence? Or is it just speculation? Is this news potentially created for specific agendas? If we approach this with a skeptical mindset, it is entirely possible that this story was crafted simply to draw attention and create controversy. Jungkook's situation and his military duty serve as an important lesson for all of us about how we consume information. On one hand, if Jungkook is indeed struggling with his health, as fans and members of the public, we must continue to voice our concern to ensure he receives proper care. But on the other hand, if this is just an exaggerated narrative, we need to be more cautious about believing everything we read. As readers, we have a responsibility not to blindly trust unverified reports. We must also learn to differentiate between accurate information and stories designed purely for sensationalism. Now, the question is for you. Do you believe this news about Jungkook is real, or is it just media-driven drama? Has the South Korean military made the right decision, or has it neglected basic human considerations? Do you think the media has blown this issue out of proportion just to grab public attention? Share your thoughts. In the end, every piece of news we read must be carefully examined before we fully believe it.